Munashe,
Yes.
see you. Let's see some bodies shaking. Come on, guys. Hello, is this Hilda? Who's Galaxy A50? Dahlia, you look amazing. Sandra, everyone, you look really well. So we'll be getting started now, okay? Hello, everyone, and welcome to our African celebration. It's lovely to see your beautiful faces. Welcome to the Care to Carers project, Care for Carers project. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Epi Mabika, and I'm the founder and CEO of Step Up Youth, based here in London, where we provide development opportunities for young people in the areas of education, employment and enterprise, and also community development. So far we've been doing food parcel distributions, and we've got a food parcel distribution tomorrow with our volunteer partner organization. So we'll be going around in the low income areas to provide food for those that are disadvantaged. This also is a program, Care for Carers, where we're giving you a platform to come and relax and also share your experience with either trauma or any sort of challenges that you're facing. So tonight we wanted to be really celebratory. We're moving slightly away from the formal. So relax, let your hair down and just enjoy. So first of all, without much ado, I'm going to call upon Mary. We'll first have a bit of a video played for us, and then Mary is going to read the poem for us. We want it to be very interactive, so you can jump in at any time, unmute yourselves, and we'll be having a very interactive session tonight. So Zoe, if you can play the video for us, please.
Africa, my roots are Africa, my pride. Oh, Africa, my motherland. A place so rich and gifted. A nation filled with diversity of cultures. Cultures of Vanaba Malawa Sibilo. Oh, Africa, hear my cry. I'm crying for the spirit of Ubuntu. What happened to those days when women knew their place and children respecting their elders? When no man could be found walking on the streets drunk? Oh, Africa, what happened to our roots? Those days when I look around, my spirit sings. For I look to the north, and all I see is a child raising a hand to her own mother. I look to the south, I see fathers who've neglected their roles and abandoned their families. I try running to the east, where the sun rises. Oh, Nkosi yami, uma ubaba nengane baphethe imbodlela. Now where do I run to? Oh, Africa, hear my cry. That will carry our nation and restore our humanity. For our generation is perishing, our future is vanishing, and our hope is diminishing. Oh, Africa, hear my cry. Let us lift our eyes and go back to the mountains and valleys of Africa to find our roots. Let us remember the pain that Tata Madiba suffered and strive for Ubuntu. Let us stand united, for together we can. Oh yes, we can.
Wow. Fantastic. Take it away, Coach Mary.
So yeah, that poem was interesting enough. The video you just watched, that was 8 years ago, and she let me get her name. Her name is Boinkanyo Bothal. I'm not doing justice with her name, but Boinkanyo, she was 11 years old at that time when she read that poem, and she was a grand prize winner for South Africa Got Talent, and I'll read the poem again, and most of them, of course, will be in English. I will the places where it was in her language, it's been translated back into, and so it reads: Africa, my roots, Africa, my pride. Oh, Africa, my motherland, a place so rich and gifted, our nation filled with diversity of culture, culture of joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Oh, Africa, hear my cry. I'm crying for the spirit of Ubuntu. What happened to those days when women knew their places and children respecting their elders, when no man could be found walking on the street drunk? Oh, Africa, what happened to our roots? These days, when I look around, my spirit sinks. For I look to the north, and all I see is a child raising her hand to her own mother. I look to the south, fathers who have neglected their roles and abandoned their families. I try running to the east where the sun rises. Oh, it's even more hopeless. Now where do I run to? Oh, Africa, where are the heroes that will carry our nation and restore our roots? For our generation is perishing, our future is vanishing, and our hope is diminishing. Let us remember the pain that our ancestors suffered and strived for Ubuntu. Let us stand united, for together we can. Oh yes, we can.
Wow.
Yeah, and the spirit of Ubuntu, I had to go search and see what that meant. And the spirit of Ubuntu means I am because you are. So it's spirit of togetherness as a people, and remember that we are one together. And yeah, that's. But that was a powerful poem. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Mercy, if you like to chip in, you can all unmute yourselves, and we can have a discussion about this poem that we've just heard.
Thank you. That was a very powerful words. In other words, it reminds us in the diaspora that the spirit of togetherness is very important, and it can even be demonstrated by now. We're all here together. That's the spirit the child is trying to tell us, and we're all Africans, and we unite as one. And I just want to say thank you for all of you who have joined here with me, because it shows that you have that spirit of togetherness, the spirit of coming up and share this time together, because this day and this time, this hour, that minute is only for today. It's not coming back. So let's make use of it. So
yeah.
I'm so grateful that I'm part of this. And there's a lot of us who are dying of COVID, or mysteriously they're living, but we here to testify. So I'm really grateful for this poem, and thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing. That's amazing. Anyone else want to share what the poem meant to them?
Oh my God, the poem was just like a reminder of what we need to do to keep our Ubuntu, which is togetherness. This is so encouraging from an 11-year-old. I've listened to the poem before, but listening at your platform again, it's just sort of like reminded me something that should be part and parcel of our lives. Let's not forget who we are, even if in the diaspora. Let us try to promote, togetherness. Let us be united. And I just want to say thank you to all your team for what you're doing. This is really, really amazing. Actually, you're actually demonstrating what Ubuntu is all about, caring for one another. So I'm just here to champion you guys and girls. Well done. And you will see my face one of these days. I'll probably sleep early, but well done, well done.
Thank you so much, Agreta. We can't wait to see your face as well.
You will. You're all looking amazing.
Wonderful. Anyone else want to make a contribution? That poem was really, really powerful.
Yeah, I think it's very fitting, especially during this time. I think with COVID-19, it helped us to understand what togetherness means, what not being together means, And also it brought about that creativity to allow us to be together. I mean, I think the number of times we were on Zoom could have been counted on a single hand before COVID, but now look at us, you know, we're connecting around the world. I'm hailing from Jamaica, actually. So I think it's very fitting, and I think it's something that we should always keep in our hearts. And I think it's something we should always keep in our hearts even after COVID, because when we start getting on with our busy lives again, we need to remember togetherness. We need to remember doing the Jerusalem dance. We need to remember, you know, doing that blessing song that was done in different countries. So let's continue to be Ubuntu, to show Ubuntu, and to love Ubuntu.
Wow, fantastic. That's very, very insightful. So anyone else want to give feedback? Right, so without further ado, I would like us to welcome a very, very, very powerful young woman who you've just heard speaking. Her name is Dahlia Majongwe. She is just fantastic, phenomenal. She's currently in Jamaica. You told me you were stuck in inverted commas, and I was here being jealous that you weren't able to come back to the UK, so you were stuck in Jamaica with your husband's family. So what a great place to be stuck. But Dahlia is extremely talented, extremely intelligent, and she's going to do some mbira for us, because she plays the African instrument. So if you just share with us a bit about the origins of the African instrument and how it's helping you cope during this pandemic as well. So Dahlia, the floor is yours.
Sure. Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction, Epi, and thank you so much for allowing me to join this amazing platform. Thank you for putting it together, and hello, everybody. So yes, like Epi said, my name is Dahlia, and yeah, I do a lot of things, but one of the things that I love to do is to play the mbira. So this is the mbira.
Wow.
So this specific one is called a nyunga nyunga. So this hails from Zimbabwe, and there are two types. So there's one that's called Dzeva Dzimu, which means it's of the ancestors, of the spirits. And then this one's the nyunga nyunga, which was made for more commercial and more entertainment purposes. So the history of this, a lot of people say, yes, it started in Zimbabwe, or started in Southern Africa, but it has been found in Southern America or South America and other countries actually in the world by different names. But this is our mbira. And yeah, it's also called thumb piano because you play it by plucking.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's the basics about the mbira. And I love it because I can take it with me. I'm here in Jamaica and I still have a piece of home with me, and you know, I can still play, I can still compose and things like that. So that's what I love about it. But when you know, I get a chance like this platform, I'd like to play different types of songs and connect with what you're doing on this platform. So I'm going to play 3 songs for you. The very first song is called Kuchanaya, and it was written by Alexio Kawara. I don't know if people know him. He sang the famous song Shina in Zimbabwe. He's Zimbabwean. So this is one of the songs that he played, and it talks about it may get hot outside, but that means that it's going to rain. And it talks about this from a perspective of a farmer, because when it rains, that means that, okay, my crops are going to survive, and, you know, my hard work doesn't go in vain. And then one of my favorite parts is don't let your light, don't smother out your light, let your light shine. So that can be taken in different contexts, and I hope you enjoy it. Kunze kupisise, ndinoziva kuchanaya, kuchatonorera. Cheno zvinonoke, ndinoziva zvichauya, zvichazvitorera. kunze kupisise ndinoziva kuchanaya kuchatonhorera chero zvinonoke ndinoziva chichauya chichazvityorera mangwanani mambakwedza ndafumira kumunda kunorima ziya rogari nyoro wese pasi unako kwidibira kuchanaya nasi mangwanani mambakwedza ndafumira kumunda kunorima ziya rogari nyoro wese pasi unako kwidibira kuchanaya nasi kunze kupisise ndinoziva kuchanaya kuchatonhorera chero zvinonoke ndinoziva chichauya chichazvityorera aka kamwenje kako regai kapute aka kamwenje kako regai kapute hey aka kamwenje kako regai kapute aka kamwenje kako regai kapute kunze kupisise ndinoziva kuchanaya kuchatonhorera chero zvinonoke ndinoziva chichauya chichazvityorera chichauya chichazvityorera chichauya chichazvityorera. Thank you very much.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That is, oh my goodness. We couldn't help dancing. Mercy was dancing as well.
Oh.
People are dancing behind the scenes.
Do you know what? That takes me to my roots.
Yes. Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So true to form. Whenever I play this song, it usually rains or something, but now I'm sweating, you know. In the song, it says, sweat alone doesn't feed the ground. So, you know, something happens.
Wow.
Give me a second.
Wow, that was so beautiful. And you have such a beautiful voice as well. It's very, very potent and meaningful. And when you were saying, like, let your light shine, it's amazing. It really, really is. I'm curious to hear from others, your feedback and what you think about Dalia's great performance. So guys, just unmute yourselves and give us some feedback.
What did you think? You were dancing. She's run away. My daughter was dancing away.
Oh, is that Eliza? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I wish we had seen her on camera dancing.
She was dancing away. She's like, what did she mean it's a piano?
Oh, that is so
that was amazing playing. Takes us totally back to our roots. Very, very well done. Lovely voice as well. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Wow. Thank you, Sisa. Thank you so much. Oh, we've got a chat box that's excellent, Dalia. Thank you. That's from Mercy. And Tapio as well is saying it's wonderful. Anyone else want to jump in? Like we said, guys, it's very informal today. So let's really let our hair down.
I'm suffering from envy, so I won't show my face. How can someone be in Jamaica right now? That's all I was thinking about.
especially when we don't have sunshine here. That just makes the jealousy 2.0. It's just bad.
I shouldn't have said that I'm sweating from the heat. I'm sorry.
Patience says it's amazing. Thank you, Dahlia. Munasha says it was amazing. Beautiful sound from Tapiwa. Mercy says it's excellent. Patience says amazing. Thank you. People are really being blessed by this. So this is really good. I just need to find out. Someone is saying, I can't hear who this, I can't see who this is, but they said never heard of this, but my ears are blessed. And more blessing is saying that I'm at work and I'm listening as well. So yeah, this is fantastic. I just need to find out if our, do you have another song to play for us? Or, sorry, Dahlia, if you just wait a little bit. Zisa, is Eliza ready? If you unmute. Hi, Eliza. So we've got our young people here. Our young Eliza who wants to do a performance for us. So we'll allow you to be a star, Eliza. You go ahead.
What are you going to play then? You have to tell them what you're going to play then. Okay. Be shy.
Wow. Eliza, how long did it take you to create that and to play it? How long did it take you?
How long did it take you?
1 second.
1 second.
Oh my gosh. Out of the mouth of babes. Wow, that is beautiful. I bet you could play that in your sleep, can you? You can. Do you have another one for us? Because it was just too good. Thank you. Wow, 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 wow. That is beautiful. And you look so beautiful, Princess. You look so good, Princess Eliza. Thank you so much for the entertainment. I'll just read out for you what people are saying. They're saying, bravo, my princess. This is from More Blessing. Mercy says, Eliza, that is incredible. Incredible for a young child like you. Well done. Tapiwa says, well done, Eliza. Patience says, Eliza, well done. That's amazing. And Mary says she's going places. Zoe says she's going places. This is excellent. So talented. So, oh my gosh, anyone want to jump in and ask Eliza any questions or comments?
So thank you.
You're very welcome. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Mercy.
Oh, Eliza, you are such an incredible, beautiful princess. Do you hear me? Yes, and you should be proud of yourself, and we are proud of you. And you know what? You are incredible, and you will do so well in life. Yes? Just listen to mommy. Yes? And help mommy and do your homework and just continue being good. Yes? Well done. And we admire you all. I can't play the piano, but you can. Well done.
You've been, thank you. You've been shy. Yeah.
Lynette, anyone want to give back feedback? And Sisa, very well done for raising her up to be so brilliant. This is amazing. It's totally amazing. I actually follow her and follow your posts a lot on Instagram. So very well done.
Yeah, I broke her cello. So sorry that you just.
Oh no! Next time we'll be able to hear the cello as well.
Next time round.
Wonderful. Anyone else want to give us feedback?
Epi, can you hear me?
Yes, Zoe.
Hey, I just want to say first of all, that's amazing. Like your daughter's amazing with the piano. How long has she been playing it for?
She's been playing, how long have you been? Since she was 6. Yeah, 6 years. Yeah. And she's now 8 years old.
Wow, 2 years. That's amazing.
Yeah. She plays.
And
she plays 7.
Wow, that's amazing.
She'll claim she plays 7 instruments. I think she plays 3. 7. Yeah.
Now she's gonna go places, I think.
Say thank you.
Wow. Very well done. Is that the guitar? She wants to play the guitar as well? No?
No. No.
Okay. So we're trying to get Coach Zoro on, but in the meantime, maybe we could have another ensemble from our Dahlia from Jamaica.
Definitely, sure. So I had prepared 3 songs. So the second one was written by Chioniso Maraire. I'm sure a couple of people know her, but she was a Zimbabwean mbira player, and she played this exact same mbira, which is a nyunga nyunga, and it's a lullaby to her 2 daughters. So sadly, she passed away. And this song, she talks about how she is consoling her daughters. And unfortunately, after she passed away, one of her other daughters sadly took her own life. And so in the song, she actually names that daughter and says that you're an angel. But she is still survived by one of her other daughters. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope it's not too sad, but I think it does raise the realities of bereavement. It raises the realities of, us who are left behind, and how do we cope, and also how people use music as a medium of expressing themselves, and even at times, being prophetic in certain ways, if you believe that, or just, being in tune with your spirit. So I hope you enjoy this. It's called Usacheme. Chinyarara mwana wangu usacheme ini ndiripo ndokutora mumawoko angu usachemewe. Chinyarara mwana wangu usacheme ini ndiripo ndokutora mumawoko angu usachemewe. Uwe, usachemewe. Shushu chengeto wangu amai wanokuda ndipo paugere. Chinyarara mwana wangu usachemewe. Shushu chiedza wangu uringirozire kudenga. Chinyarara mwana wangu usachemewe. Usachemewe. Shushu chengeto wangu amai wanokuda ndipo paugere. Chinyarara mwana wangu usachemewe. Shushu chiedza wangu uringirozire kudenga. Chinyarara mwana wangu usachemewe. Usachemewe.
Oh my gosh, Dahlia, you are just so gifted. And
Thank
to
you.
also discover, the story behind it is very powerful, very sad as well that Chiwoniso's daughter actually committed suicide after her mom died because it was too much for her to continue. And that is a reality that we're seeing, especially even during this pandemic. People can't cope with their spouses not being there, or they just being cooped up in their houses. And this is why we provide platforms like this, where people can come and network and de-stress and then just forget about, the hardships of life. So thank you for using your talent, your voice, your music, just to bless us with such depth of lyrics. And it's amazing, Dali. You're such a blessing. Right. Anyone else want to jump in? It's a very interactive session today.
Dahlia, thank you so much. You took me back to my roots when I was growing up. The Chiwoniso and Andy Brown, those kind of people, they were our heroes, So we enjoyed their music, and for you to take me back to those memories, thank you so much. I think Chiwoniso was just incredible. She looked amazing, just like you. And at one point I thought, oh, you sound like her, you look like her, so that's incredible. And thank you for such a talent. Well done, you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that is just so beautiful. So beautiful. Anyone else? So someone is saying that was so deep. That's Zoe. Eliza, our young lady, is saying well done to you.
Oh, thank you, Eliza.
More Blessing says well done, you are brilliant. I can't actually see the other messages, sorry. Yeah,
That
that
was
was so
awesome.
deep.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I
Thank
thought
you.
she is taking the Mafriki style. Hey, how you doing? The first I thought it was Mafriki, but it's more of making two different artists make it one. That was cool. That was cool. My father used to play in beers, but I failed beers. I really love playing. So cool, so cool. But I was actually in love with that song that he just played. I just did just now, but that was awesome. Cool stuff.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. And Cynthia is saying beautiful singing. Tapua says that was brilliant, Dahlia. Constance Webster says, well done. Your voice is amazing. So thank you so much, Dahlia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we've got our dance instructor, Zoro, who is ready for us to just switch it up. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to all stand up and really, really enjoy, loosen up, do anything you want because it's Friday night and we've got Coach Zoro with us. So take it away. It's your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be dancing with you. And I think I've been only given 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna do one song, the song of the moment, song that is everyone is playing on their phones, radios, cars, is by Diamond Platinum and Kofi Olomide. I'd really love to see the people that I'm working with, if that is possible. I want to see everyone dancing with me. Please don't block your videos. In future videos, and I would love to see you all dancing. Because I know people with this one, sister, if I see her that I think sister is gonna dance with me. She looks very excited. So guys, basically dancing is not just a matter of dancing, but it, for me, it's like killing like killing a bird with two birds with one stone. What I'm trying to say is it works your mental and your physical at the same time. You know, we are in this pandemic. You need to keep fit from inside. It's not a matter of just taking Zumban and stuff like that, but you need to keep your lungs busy. So these classes that I do online, trust me, like now this will be my fourth class of the day. I've been busy. People, we need to keep fit. You need to keep your heart pumping. You need to keep your lungs pumping. You just need to see. People are saying Zumban, Zumban, but trust me, those people with underlying conditions like BP, the likes of sugar and stuff like that, you really need to work it out. It will help you improve. Even those with asthma, I've seen the results with the people that I've worked with, especially with asthma. Now they can go for an hour with me without even using an inhaler. But before they couldn't even go for 5 minutes, but now they can go for 60 minutes without inhaler. So you really need to do it. So my classes, they're so popular because they are fun. You will forget that you're exercising because you'll be having fun. And I'm a funny character myself. Trust me, you'll be laughing throughout. So guys, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm just gonna take your mind somewhere you've never been before. Okay. I'm sorry, Amy. I don't know which people am I working. Is it like the tribe? Do you have Zimbabweans only, or is everyone? Because I need to look for a song that suits everyone. I might start playing Jazz now.
It's everyone, but it's okay. It's your flow, so you can do what music is music. So that's fine.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let me do my favorite, which is Wa. Please, you can start by typing Wa.
Lady Eliza is jumping behind the scenes. She's just so excited.
Are you up now?
We're
Right.
ready.
If you can hear my music, just know.
Anachukua, anaweka, wa le général Dangote. Anachukua, anaweka, wa le général Dangote. Anachukua, anaweka, wa le grand Mobao. Anachukua, anaweka, wa Osiambuka. Anachukua, anaweka, wa
Tamu kupendwa nawe, tamu nasikia, tamu kupendwa nawe. Tamu kupendwa nawe, tamu kupendwa nawe. Maneno tumeyazoea, vijineno neno tushazoea. Mpenzi wangu mubaya, kwani naosu shepu yake mbaya hivi naosu mtangaji malaya waila wabusu nini wamegusa babaya na mwaka huu lazima wachuchume wameingia cha kike wameingia cha kike wameingia cha kike kwa penzi letu lazima wachuchume kwa penzi letu
Makokote, Mabutale, Don Mendes, Bajuni, H. Bajuni.
Chumbani enesi, unipatia panado, kwa chenga za Messi, na mashuti ya Ronaldo, yani ndani nikiingia tu
Anachukua, anaweka, wa
kwenye gari,
anachukua, anaweka,
iwe jikoni au varandani,
anachukua, anaweka, wa
doze,
anachukua, anaweka,
yani Dar es Salaam joto, toale soji pepe, oya Kongo joto, toale soji pepe, oya Mose Kunambi pepe, Ricardo Momo pepe, oya Mama Dangote pepe, Doni Fumbo pepe, chu chipepe, chu chipepe, ani chu chipepe, chipepe.
Nase, Joseph Berthier, Nase, Malagobi, Nase, Kaya Musha, Fukama, Diamond, Fukama, Quadra, Fukama. Papa me be my year, Papa me be my year, Papa me be my year, Papa me be my Agnata, Katrago, Kakate, Alobakate, Sibaye, yes, choisis ma tata, Chuma, Ako Kakate, Alinga, Alobakate, Sukuma, yes, Adolphe Moutebati, la Mouina, Abangazuma.
Joseph Kusaka,
Babangazuma, Zodoa, Angelin Barale, Dar es Salaam Ngazuma,
Uncle Sham,
Diamond Ngazuma, Kinshasa Ngazuma, Kaya Musha Ngazuma, Kamamfama.
Usiniguse, usinitachi, tusalimiane kwa miguu. Usiniguse, usinitachi, tusalimiane kwa miguu. Anasema usiniguse, usinitachi, salamu iwe kwa miguu. Usiniguse, usinitachi, tusalimiane kwa miguu. Kosa karumbali, corona.
Kosimbate,
corona. Kosa kona ogopa, corona.
Kusana musika,
corona. Tena va maski, corona.
2 metres,
corona. Mikono ya kokosha, corona.
Del Pico, Saint James,
Didi Stone Nike,
Didi Santos. Today is today. The boss. On vous a parlé de nos deals. On vous a parlé de nos fortunes. Yeah, mon pao, mon conti. Salam, inaka bien, ushaka bien, dena bien. Salam, ushaka bien, salam bien, ushe bien.
Did you survive?
Oh my gosh. Wow, Zoro. I've done my exercise for the whole year, no more. Oh, guys, anyone want to unmute yourself and just give some feedback to Zoro? That was amazing. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
That was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Messi.
More Blessing says it was fantastic. Dahlia, can you repeat? We didn't hear you.
Oh, I said thank you so much, and thank you for demystifying, Ndombolo Congolese music. You always think you can't, but you helped us know we can. Thank you.
No, guys, it's very, very simple. If you follow my classes, you would find out the trick behind fitness is to shock your body. So I give people the complicated moves so that you fight with those moves until you get them right. The more you fight with them, the more you lose weight so fast. And when it comes to fitness, you don't need anyone to push you. You're supposed to be self-motivated. All right. Think about yourself. It's about you. Don't think about what people are saying about you, but yourself, you need to push yourself. All right. These classes, they help you to flex, they increase your blood flow. You're fighting against so many diseases. The food that we are eating these days, people are stressed. You need to de-stress and stuff like that. So you really need it. It's a daily dose. It's a lifestyle. For me, guys, this is what I do. I eat this, I drink this. Like I've told you, like since morning, I've been dancing up to now. This is my last class and I'm going to shower and bed.
Oh, thank you so much, Zoro, and also for sharing the tips for us, just making sure it's our daily bread as well. We shake our bodies. So yeah, in terms of fitness, for some of us that want to lose weight, it's a very good and exciting way to be losing weight. I'll just read some more comments. Zoe says it's the best thing I've had all day. So thank you, Zoro. Cynthia says, I loved it. Mercy says, thank you for that advice. Shaking the body. We have been empowered today. Tapiwa says it was a great workout. Thank you. Cisa says, thank you so much. So yeah, a lot of people enjoying and dancing as well behind the scenes. So we really appreciate you, Zoro. Thank you.
You are welcome.
When do you hold your classes, your regular classes, just in case someone wants to join?
If you go on my page, Zumba with Zoro,
okay,
and you like that page and follow that page, whenever I'm going live, it will give you a notification that Zoro is live. But usually every Monday and Friday, my classes are at 6:30 Zimbabwean time. And then there is a group of UK people that I'm doing like migrant support family. It's every Wednesday and Saturday. Like tomorrow, it's at 9 a.m. UK time. If you just go to my page or my inbox, I'll give you the link. And then on Saturday, like tomorrow is 9 a.m. Wednesday, it's 6 p.m. UK time.
Right.
And then I have private classes. That is every Tuesday and Thursday. And most of them are people again from UK. So yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Zoro. We'll definitely follow you, Zumba with Zoro. Make sure you sign up, even just to have a little 5 minutes to put it on in the day. More Blessing says that was awesome, guys. When my brain is working more now, I love you guys. Keep shining. Let's love and cherish each other. So yes, we really appreciate Zoro. I first saw you in Victoria Falls after we'd done the marathon. And we thought we were too tired, but when we saw Zoro on stage dancing the Zumba, we got our strength back and we started dancing again. So that was just fantastic. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And we appreciate your time. So we'll definitely ask you to come back and we will be in touch. So thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate this.
Well done. Well done. Okay. So
please, allow me to go and rest. I am so tired.
You are released. You are released. Thank you so much for your time.
I didn't see Sandra dancing. I thought I would see Sandra dancing.
What do you have?
I'm a private dancer.
Oh my God.
Guys, I'll see you next time when you invite me again, but trust me, anytime you can call me, I'm free.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Coach Zoro. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Zoro. And where are you based? Where is Zoro based?
Zimbabwe.
Okay.
I'm in Avondale, Harare.
Ah, lovely. We'll definitely follow you. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
My sister said that you are thing in Harare. Tariro.
Tariro.
Yeah.
Which one?
I
The
don't know.
DJ.
She just said to me, oh, when she saw the flyer, she says, this is my coach in here in Harare. She's in Harare there.
Oh, Tariro Mazari Rofa.
No. Tariro Johnny.
Oh, Johnny. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, so I thought you were based here because she was here. So I thought, oh, okay. We will join your Zoom, your online classes.
Don't worry, very soon I might surprise you. I might come to England.
Please, yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Zoro. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Great. So, guys, moving swiftly on, we've got Mercy, who is going to be speaking to us about mental health issues during the pandemic and also how we're looking for answers and give us some suggestions about answers as well. So, Mercy, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Can you? Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
Yes. So, hi, everyone. I hope you're all well. I just want to welcome you all on this platform, Carers for Carers, as we are all here. This project has really inspired me, but the way it helps people with food and also helping people to come together like what we have done. So as we all know that the pandemic has affected a lot of people, and we have lost a lot of our friends or the people we know, or friends of the friends of the friends that we know, and more so even in our extended families out there in Africa, in our own families, they're all dying because of COVID. They are leaving their loved ones, including you and myself. So what happens is that mental health is your brain. So we want to find out what is actually happening in your mind, in your brain. So mental health is the state of the well-being of the individual. Now, which the well-being of an individual that realizes that you have to do this, that copes with the stressful activities of life. Each one of us, we've got the activities of daily living. When we are not able to cope with those activities of daily living, which means our brain is being strained. So that develops into mental illness. So a mental illness is the changes that happens within our emotions, our behaviors, and our thinking. So we have to be very mindful when people are distressed. It affects their brains, it affects them mentally. So we need to understand the mental health of each one of us and how we can actually look after our brain, how we can actually look at our cognitive. So when we look at mental health is an umbrella. And under this umbrella, there's a lot of activities going on there. There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of ailments. There's a lot of health issues that goes around there. If we were to see each other physically, I would ask you to pick each one of them that talks more about you. So underneath there's a lot of activities there, which may include anxiety, stress, the problems that we are facing on day-to-day activities, OCD, post-traumatic attacks, panic attacks, and all those things, they're all classified under one umbrella, which is the mental health. So now I want you to check and see if you are actually aware of your mental health. Are you actually aware of how you are thinking, your cognitive, how you are actually reacting on things of day-to-day life, the activities of daily living. Are you coping? Are you actually making it happen for yourself? Now, there is something called stress. So stress is not a psychotic diagnosis, but it is related to the health of the brain, so mental health. So now this is what happens when the brain is overloaded by too many things. Then we develop that illness. We cannot cope. So we have lost our loved ones. We are suffering from COVID. Some of us, just the thought of the injection, the vaccine, we go mentally because we don't understand it, and we are scared of it. We are scared of the unknown, and it stresses out. Some of us, the kids are not going to school. The fact that they're not going to school, they're here, it stresses out. The fact that the husband, the wife, they're not going to work, they're all in one house facing each other, those are the stresses, and we cannot live like that all the time. We are used to the fact that kids, they go to school, they come back, husband go to work, they come back, Mrs. go to back and come. We meet in the evening or in the afternoon sometimes, but now we're living face to face all the time. So mental stress, it can happen. So now when that happens, people are filled with fear. As you can see from the diagram there, it's fear. Fear means that there is a powerful emotions that covers you such that you cannot actually think for yourself. And this fear, it makes you angry, and it makes you adapt another outlook of life, another outlook of the people that are surrounding you and the people that you are living with. When fear overwhelms, the way you look at the world is completely different. So it is very important to understand when fear comes and what happens when fear arrives and how can you overcome fear. So it is very important to know your state of mind, to understand the health of your mind, the health of your brain. So understand this. Fear is an illness that can come. Fear can stop you from developing your thoughts. Fear can stop you from doing activities of daily living. We've been in the lockdown and we've been at home most of the times. Now there is fear for us to actually go out and meet people, to actually go out and explore the world, go on holiday. We just have fear that it's going to happen. We're not going to be well. We're going to catch COVID. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So fear is something that is so huge, and we need to find ways of overcoming fear. Now, the next one is anxiety. So the term anxiety refers to feelings of worry, nervousness, apprehension, and fear is a common factor that is expected in day-to-day life if you are mentally challenged. So anxiety makes you feel that the world is on top of you and you cannot think for yourself. And it makes you agitated, and it makes that the world around you means nothing and you don't want to do anything. You cannot even brush your teeth. You cannot even look after yourself physically and mentally, and even to eat. You find it very difficult, and you start losing weight, and you don't even actually know what is happening because anxiety has kicked in. Worry of where's my next meal coming from? I can't pay the rent. I've just received a someone court someone for council tax. All of these things, they're coming in. Worry, anxiety kicks in. So we need to be aware of our mental health state. The next one is panic attacks. So panic attacks create feelings of sudden intense and anxiety. You just want to be under the duvet, hide, and let the world go on top of you, and then you don't hear anything, you don't listen to anything, any advice or anything, you just cover yourself. And when things get too tough and too hard, and then you can't breathe and you don't know what to do, and these are panic attacks, you go into an enclosed area, you feel like, oh my God, what's happening to me? So panic attacks, these are some of the things that we see. So panic attacks can be seen when people are shaking, or they feel disorientated. They were going to the shops and all of a sudden they feel like, oh, I can't go there, or they're shaking, breathlessness, dry in the mouth, and the heartbeat is going so fast. That panic attacks. So we need to have an awareness of things like that. Now, when you look at that picture there, you know, this is one of the common ones, depression. When things have just gone on top of you and you don't know what to do, the only thing you do is to regret. Why am I living? Why is this happening to me? Loss of interest in anything whatsoever. The activities of daily living, you're not doing them. You feel like you are unlucky and you are on top of the world is on top of you and you're crashing down. That's depression. So we need to be able to identify these kinds of signs and symptoms in ourselves and in others too. So now, when things like that happen in your life, the next thing that you need to do, you need to sit down and calm down, think of your life and write down the things that you're worried about, so that you can put them there, you can see them, and try to think how you can overcome them, and get help from people who have the ability to give you help. For example, Step Up Youth, they're helping a lot of people who have got these signs and symptoms of mental health that I have mentioned before. So don't judge anyone in any case, because mental health does not choose. Any little thing that happens that did not go according to your plans, it can cause mental health. Be forgiving. Don't hold things too much upon other people. Learn to forgive. Be patient with other people. They are slow and you're faster. They don't have it and you have it. So be patient with everybody. You know, listen to others. Listen, just listen to what they say. Even though you don't understand, just listen. Be an active listener, because listening to what someone is saying can help you to understand where they're coming from and give any assistance as much as you can. Stay in contact with the people you know. This time, don't lose friends. Keep connected to your friends. Keep connected to the family. Keep connected so that you have people to talk to and share your ideas, share your thoughts. It is very, 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 very important. Learn about mental health. Learn about it. Yeah. Now, after you have suffered all of this, there's a road to recovery. And this road to recovery, it is by you when you are asking for help, when you are identifying the right people who can guide you. If you have friends for many years and these friends, they haven't helped you to change your life, you don't need them. You want added value. You want friends who add value to your life. You want friends who can help you to recover from a mental health illness. Mental health illness is very important when it comes to relationships, building relationships, making relationships, keeping relationships is very important in mental health. So I'm going to leave you with a question. If you find yourself, you can't breathe, you have got any of these signs and symptoms that suggest you've got mental health issues, what do you do? And remember, mental health issues does not mean that you have to be locked up in the hospital. It doesn't mean to say you have to be taking medication every day. It doesn't mean you have to be sectioned, but it means that the relationship within where you live, with the people that you're living with, your community, the people that surround you. How do you relate to them? What are the signs and symptoms that you are presenting to them? Are you angry? Are you shouting? Are you being erratic? You know, are you not listening to anyone? Are you just listening to yourself and you just want yourself done? So if that is the case, seek medical help or seek help, speak to someone. And I would like to say thank you very much for that. And I am going to give it back to Epi. Thank you, Epi.
Thank you so much, Mercy. Wow, what a powerful, powerful presentation. You are so motivational and inspirational. That was really, really amazing. Thanks for reminding us that we always have to be aware of our mental health, because sometimes the tendency is just to go on and on and on, and we don't stop and really assess ourselves to see where am I, what's my current state. And I always talk about, the subconscious things happening that affect our mental health. We have to really be aware. That was so, so powerful, Mercy. Thank you. And, we appreciate you being part of Step Up Youth, part of Care for Carers. You're a very active member and we love you so much. Thank you. Also, when you told us we need to stay connected with our friends, sometimes, especially if we're in lockdown, if we're in isolation, we tend to want to just do things and get on by ourselves. But if we stay connected, then that definitely helps us. So Mercy, you're awesome. Right. So anyone else want to give feedback on this wonderful presentation? Tapiwa says, thank you, Mercy. That was very informative. Zoe says that was so deep, especially when talking about depression. This is a real thing. So well done. Sandra, any feedback?
Thank you so much, Mercy. You'll be a hard act to follow after this. Thank you so much for reminding us that we really do need to take care of our mental health. And I think as Zoro was talking about the physical health, that it's something that we attend to every day. We feed our bodies every day. And as you were saying as well, we have to be intentional about our mental health. Just the mental health part of our being is integral to our functioning. So you really covered quite a lot of areas there. So thank you very much for a wonderful presentation. And keep going with it. Keep sending the message out there. Mental health is neglected, but yet it's so critical for our well-being. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree too. I think coming from you as a Black woman and with the stigma around mental health, and particularly in African families or sort of Caribbean families, we're talking about mental health is seen as taboo and also just played down. I think it just keeps shining the light on it, because the more people hear it from people like us, people of color, people that are the same as them, the more they actually begin to seek help very early on, rather than suffering in silence indoors. Yeah. Absolutely awesome. Love the passion too, and the knowledge around the whole subject. Totally. Yeah. Honestly, the world is lucky to have such women.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, very true. Thank you so much for that feedback as well, Sisa. So moving swiftly on, we have an amazing, amazing, amazing young man. Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. He is not playing. He is not misusing this lockdown time. His name is Munashe Maruta, and a young entrepreneur who's pivoted his life and really taken advantage of this lockdown to pursue financial education and become. So he started an organization called Anti-9 to 5, which is more about entrepreneurship.
And sure, you might want to hear from this young man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And also at the same time, it's called Anti 9 to 5. He's got a group of over 400 to 500 young people that they share ideas, they network. They're really not sitting on their hands doing nothing, not waiting for government handouts, not waiting for people to come and rescue them in this pandemic. He's really going for it. And if any of you have heard of cryptocurrency, the whole buzz with Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and all these other coins, let's get ready to hear and learn from the young people. I love the millennials. I love the Generation Z because they're not waiting for anyone. So Munashe, if you're ready, take it away. The floor is yours.
Hi guys, can you see me? Can you
Yes.
guys see me?
Yes.
Hi.
I'm Munashe.
Well, I'm just thankful to be here on this platform and just here to speak and to hear you guys with your wisdom and all the tips. It's just been amazing, and the talent. Oh my gosh, I was thinking, what do I have to offer here compared to all the talent that's been shown? And yeah, it's just been amazing. And yeah, the first thing I just want to speak about is generally just the mental health issue, just this whole pandemic, how us youngsters are dealing with it, the kind of things that we have to go through. And for me personally, it has been hard. It has been so hard in terms of the uncertainty, in terms of, understanding what's going on with this education system, what's going on with the government, what's going on with the vaccination rollouts, what's going on, how do we progress? So yeah, I found myself in a place where I was stagnant. I was stuck. I looked around with my peers and we were all stuck. We were all like, where do we go? What do we do? Even our parents, people going on furlough. So yeah, I feel like from that space, that's where I started to, gain that motivation, to gain that kind of vision for me to create something and to create a few ventures. And like Epi said, Anti 9 to 5 Society, which is just a community of young people, reaching over 900 people now, which are growing so exponentially, and it's just been amazing. And just to have that kind of community where we can help each other, improve our own mental health, just be there for each other, network, provide opportunities for one another. It's just been amazing. So yeah, it's just been great. It's just been great. And things like this, I just want to say, Epi, thank you so much for doing these type of things. We can't say thank you enough. So yeah. And one thing that Epi wanted me to talk about was, of course, just, as we're in this weird time where there's a pandemic, with this high youth unemployment, that's where I saw the problem. I wanted to solve it through my organization called Anti 9 to 5 Society, where I wanted to expose people to other side hustles, such as, stocks, cryptocurrencies, Forex, just understanding how can you make extra money sustainably and in the long run. So that's where the idea came from and where it stemmed from. And in this group, we teach many things from different asset classes, like, as I said, focusing on cryptos, Forex, stocks, and generally just financial literacy, where we have people come in about credit score talks, understanding what is a credit score, how do you improve it, how do you maintain it, and it's just things that, young people who don't have those type of conversations in secondary school. We're busy playing football, we're busy in mathematics, but we don't know what credit scores are. So it's just been an amazing experience, and for Epi to see the vision and to say, Menashe, I love what you're doing. It's just been amazing to hear. It's been amazing to hear. And of course, this buzz about cryptocurrencies. I'm sure you guys have been hearing about cryptocurrencies, been hearing about Bitcoin, the Dogecoin, Ethereum. And I'm not sure if you want me to explain just the literal basics of what cryptocurrency is.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you've been hearing in the news, this is hit all-time high. What is this new currency? And cryptocurrency is something that stemmed from the 2008-2009 crisis, financial crash, when basically the world just blew up from all these subprime mortgages. And these people were like, how can we trust the banks? How can we trust these people with our money if they're handing out these mortgages to people who generally can't afford them? So then, boom, the founder of Bitcoin said, you know what? Let me create this currency where it's untraceable. There's no governing body. There's no person checking, these transactions to say, oh, you can't be doing this. It's a place where the fees are so low, and there's no authority, just like, these banks. And that's where the idea came from. It came from the banks failing us normal day-to-day people, us people who normally get loans, us just people who generally work for our money. And just from that moment, it's just blown up. It's just blown up. And there's over thousands of different types of cryptocurrencies with different names. such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Ripple. There's so many with different valuations, with different owners, and their own whole different features that all have different specialities. For example, one is better for transaction fees, one is faster, one is more secure, so on and so forth. Each one has its own USP. And just this fascination with cryptocurrencies, that's what kind of brought me out of this kind of depressive stage where I was like, let me learn about this. Let me find something and really, really want to learn more. And that kind of passion, that's something that I wanted to give other young people and other people who were trying to go into the same field. And ever since then, it's literally just been the 1 month anniversary of the thing that started. And every day we're all learning, we're all trying to educate each other, trying to stay up with the news, you know, and yeah, it's just been amazing. It's just been an amazing experience. It's been an amazing experience. And I'm not sure exactly what you guys would like me to touch on in that kind of field, but yeah, just in terms of my mental health, I just wanted to say that what the previous person said about, you know, actually reaching out to your friends, reaching out to those networks is so important. And honestly, without doing that, I don't think I would be the person I am today and where I am right now. And yeah, so guys, I can't stress that enough. Keep your networks, keep your networks popping, keep talking, keep, you know, socializing. It's so important. No matter if you feel like isolating yourself, it's not the right way to go. So yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, standing ovation! Wow, Monashe, that was just amazing. That was really, really powerful. And to hear it from a young person, you are inspiring me. I mean, people say, oh, the older people, like, we inspire them, but we're like very much inspired by you. That was just amazing. You touched on so much: the mental health, the cryptocurrency, the networks, and everything. If I had the kind of vision that you have right now, I would have been a millionaire by now, and I would have been able to make more impact in the community, because that's where my heart and my passion is. So wow, thank you for taking out your time, you know, to come and share with us life-changing information as well, you know, and we're grateful to have you as part of Step Up Youth, as part of our team. We're proud to have you. I'm gonna adopt you, okay? So tell your mama it's too late.
Yeah, I'll tell her when she gets back home.
Right. But yeah, very well done. That's really, really good. Thank you so much, Monashe. So I'll open the floor and ask people to jump in. If you've got questions for him, we've got an expert here, guys. We've got an expert.
Hi, thank you so much, Monashe. Thank you for that presentation, much appreciated. And I just wondered whether you've heard of Big Kid Foundation?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there might be a good organization to actually link up with. I think they would really appreciate your expertise, your skills and all that. They're based mostly in South London. I don't know where you are at. Where are you based?
I'm based in Birmingham right now.
Oh, in Birmingham. But I think still link up with them, because you know, they would really appreciate your knowledge, skills, and you know, expertise. So that would be something worthwhile doing as well. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and just sharing what's going on for you, because a lot of young people, it is a very difficult and challenging time because of, you know, how things are set up at the moment. So keep on keeping on. Thank you. Much respect. Thank you.
Sandra. Tapiwa says, well done, Monashe. That was amazing. Keep inspiring and empowering. Mercy says, Monashe, you have a great vision and you will do very well. Cesar says, I was shouting out to our young man in the house to come and listen to you. So informative. Thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure, guys. It's been my pleasure.
People are calling each other and saying, guys, you're missing out on the Zoom.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
That was really amazing. Anyone else want to feedback or ask questions or comments?
Effie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Quick question, Nashi. How did you know cryptocurrency was the way to go?
Well, I think I didn't know. That's the thing. I just took that leap of faith because there's so much skepticism. There's so much you know, it's not really something that is definite because there's so many people who are there's so many critics about cryptocurrencies in general. So I just wanted to take that risk, and literally ever since, I think it's still the way to go. And it's very opinionated, but yeah, I don't really answer your question, but do you get what I'm trying to say?
100%. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. It's a weird one. It's a weird one because even Warren Buffett, before this all started, a lot of investors in America, they're all saying this is fugazi. It's something that's going to zero. It's something that's not going to survive. So as you can imagine, a lot of retail people weren't listening, weren't even interested to do with cryptocurrencies, but all of a sudden it's just continued to increase in price. It just continued to just break all-time highs. So I don't think anyone actually knew cryptocurrency was going to be the way, except the founders, except the people who originally had the vision. So everyone else just took the risk and just went with it, I guess. So yeah.
Everyone's keen to know how to connect with you, Munashe. I think there's how do you connect with you? Where do you follow you? You know.
You can literally anything. You can just go to my Instagram.
Instagram, what do you know that?
Instagram, which is literally Menashe with an M. I can type it in chat. You can go there, just message me. I'll reply, of course. And yeah.
And
that's
also your website for the anti-95 as
yes, my website is www.anti95society.com. And then just below, you can fill the form and with your email, and then it should get back to you as well. So.
Does it have an age limit? Can we elders?
I don't know about you, Effie, but I'm in.
Late for us.
Everyone's welcome. Everyone's
Actually,
welcome.
need to ping you to find out how do I open an Insta account. I have to start from there.
Yeah, everyone's definitely welcome. I'm definitely welcome. 100%.
Oh my God. We've got a couple more comments as well. Dahlia says, well done, Munashe, for representing and inspiring the generations. Cisa's asking, how do they follow you? So that's been answered. Cynthia, how does one connect with you? Patience says, could Munashe type that in the chat, his website? Well done, young man. So as you can see, we're all desperate to get your details. If you can do that first, because yeah, apparently we all need financial literacy.
Yeah. Awesome. I'll definitely put that in the chat. Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for everything.
Very
Everything that you guys are doing. It's so
welcome.
inspirational. So yeah, thank you.
And thank you for giving it your all, your very best. And we know that you've got a podcast lined up with one of our directors, Ashley, next week. Yeah. So you'll be doing a podcast episode as well. So we really appreciate you. Thank you, Munashe.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. So moving on, we have got the wonderful psychologist. I call her our resident psychologist. And she can't get away from that as well. I'm always on the phone to her, bugging her, saying, Sandra, we need you to teach us. We need you. So she's going to talk to us very, very briefly about avoidance and behavior. So whenever you're ready, Sandra, you can take it away.
Yeah, actually, that's not what I'm talking about, Epi. Oh, no. I'm talking about the power of love today.
Talking about love today. That is amazing.
Talking about love. After all these lovely presentations.
My head is in cryptocurrency now. It's gone. I need to boost our bag.
Yeah. So today episode I should talk about love.
Yes, please.
I'm going to talk about the power of love. So I don't know if my slide is ready. It puts everything together, what people have been sharing. So in a way, I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, I'm going last with all these wonderful presentations, but actually it sums it all up. So it's going to be a quick, rundown of, the power of love during this pandemic season. So if I have the slide up, that would be helpful. Yeah, that's it, right. So we're not talking about all this other stuff that we normally talk about. So I'm really looking at the healing power of love. I think already the theme's been set here about how we move on from today, which is the spirit of togetherness. So thank you very much for that poem. It was just a beautiful opening. And then we've had Let the Light Shine and It Will Rain. So we've had that from Dahlia. And then we've had the beautiful dancing, all that you do because you love. You love yourself, you love other people, and there's something spiritual in there as well. And I think, you know, the mental health, that's part of self-care and loving yourself as well. So everything just really ties into this. We're in a difficult season, whether people are bereaved, whether people are just stuck indoors. We're just going through a lot of challenging times at the moment. So what more an opportunity to exercise love? I mean, we've just been in this lockdown situation for 12 months now. And have you been loving? Have you been loving yourself? Have you been loving your neighbor? So that's what I'm talking about tonight. And I don't know how I'm going to do the next slide. Am I in control or someone else? Yeah, okay. So thinking from a spiritual perspective, for those who are in the Christian circles, there is very interesting dialogue that the Christ had with his disciples. And they asked him, "Teacher, what's the greatest commandment in the law?" And he replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment." So he's talking about your whole being. And I think we've already heard about mental health and how your mental health really is critical to just relating. So it means that your soul, your mind, all that should be involved in love. And then he said the first, and this is the first commandment. And then the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. So today we're just going to focus very briefly on the second, which is loving your neighbor as yourself. So a lot of people get into condemnation about this one because they have a misunderstanding. They read it in the incorrect way, but you cannot love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. So that's very, very critical, because when you love your neighbor as yourself, the question is, are you loving yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you nurturing yourself? So those are the questions you have to ask yourself. And what does that look like? And how then can I take it forward and share it with my neighbor? And your neighbor could be your brothers and sisters in the house. It could be your friends down the road. It could be the actual physical neighbor. It could be your spouse. So if you love yourself, so the love you're giving is a good check of how much you love yourself. Okay, the next slide. So loving yourself, we start with the basics. I think we've already talked about a bit of physical, which is, you know, sleep, resting. You know, a lot of us are not resting in this pandemic. We're almost up or you know, switching our times. We need to get that back into a rhythm that is healthy as well. Eating well, nourishment, what fits into your ideals and your lifestyle. So the supermarkets have not been affected. Brexit has not affected your vegetables. You know, the meat is flourishing in supermarkets. COVID, you know, borders shutting, French borders, nothing's affected. Food is plentiful. So look after yourself, choose options that are really good for your health. And then the next one is exercise and move your body. I think we had that, you know, a bit of the jive earlier on. And as you can see on my slide, it says it releases endorphins and reduces stress. And I think Zoro, you know, did it very well for us. He summed it all up. He put it together for us. And then I've got meditate as well. So spend some quiet downtime. The one I've started doing is bathing, you know, well, not that I wasn't practicing good hygiene, but I've kind of added a bit more of, I think, post having COVID myself, I think just lying in the bath has become very necessary with, you know, some salts. So just really soothing and taking care of your being. And then say no if a person makes a request that compromises your self-love. So again, that goes against some cultural beliefs where you've got to be sacrificial, but you've got to remember that, you know, loving yourself is not sacrificing yourself in a way that's unhealthy. Of course, you stretch yourself for others, but in a loving way, so that you're still able to, I think we talk about giving from a cup that's overflowing. So you're not going to be able to do that if your cup is empty. So what you've got to always overflow your love such that there's a bit in a saucer, and the saucer bits are the ones that you then share with other people, yeah? And then we talk about doing something small just for yourself every day, such as reading, or just pick up another hobby that you love. So it's, you know, we don't know how long we're going to be in this pandemic. So I think, you know, if we start this month of love, February, to do more of those loving things for yourself, then you're able to love another. And all this is part, you know, 100% necessary. I think there's a professor called Paul Gilbert that I was listening to earlier on, who talks about compassion, and that's even people go to therapy because they're looking for love in inverted commas. They need validation. They just need that acknowledgement and being heard. And I think already Munashe touched about connecting with others, you know. So all I'm doing is really rounding it all up, yeah? And then the next slide. So the next slide.
You can do it from there as well, Sandra.
Oh, can I? So the next one says loving your neighbor. So as I've already said, that it's well established that healthy relationships can protect against disease. We've already heard that from Mercy. You know, it's actually quite restorative. It restores your body, so it heals. And without positive relationships, especially in early life, so if you've got all these young people that are stuck indoors, humans fail to flourish if they don't have all that. And so we need to ensure that we're loving each other, loving our neighbors, loving our children. And there's that quote that says, love lost is one of the most powerful forms of stress and trauma. I'm sure Mercy would say yes to that, that when you're lacking love, stress and trauma comes in, and the stress can be at work. If you're not loving each other, if you don't talk to your boss about, actually, I think my caseload is too much, that's not love, that's like distress, and you're gonna be very, very stressed and eventually traumatized and then take time off. So loving your neighbor could be at work as well, checking on your colleagues and making sure that, you know, they're well taken care of as well. And I've got here philosophy on love. So earlier on, I mentioned the Christ. He was a great philosopher. Now we've got here Aristotle said, none of this love and friendship, at least the good kind, is attainable without first achieving self-love. So you're not able to pour, you're not able to take care. You know, I was ill over Christmas. Now, if I didn't rest and nourish myself to then be able to join in on the sessions we're having, you know, but I had to love myself enough to actually lay on the bed and rest. So sometimes love means time out. So it says a good person must be a self-lover, for he himself will profit from doing fine things and he will benefit the others. So you have to bust that cultural myth that it's selfish to love yourself. We're not talking about selfishness, but we're talking about self-care, loving yourself in order to be able to give to others. I know it can go against your internal psyche at times because of the way you may have been raised or, you know, the environment you grew up in. But the philosophy of love is that you can only give from a place where, you know, you have an overflow. And then couple of love hormones. We've got the oxytocin, which has already been talked about. It's a powerful hormone that acts as a neurotransmitter in the brain. Mercy touched on that as well. Mercy was talking about the brain. And so good relationships are powerful medicine with health benefits that are recognized throughout cultures. And I've got the epidemiological studies. Research has been done searching for secrets of longevity in life. We've showed that individuals, especially men, living in psychological isolation are more likely to die after a heart attack than those with companions. So I think we've been talking about that again, just being with others. So I think in the earlier talks, I may have talked about that we are supposed to be physically distancing, but not socially distancing. So it's two different things, physically distance, but still keep connected socially. I know it's a misnomer to say social distance. No, we should actually be more connected socially. And this is critical during the pandemic. We maintain physical distance and not social distance, yeah?
And another love hormone, endorphin. These are chemicals produced naturally. So your body brings those things out naturally, by the nervous system to cope with pain or stress, as Mercy covered again in the mental health section. And these are often called feel-good chemicals because they can act as pain relievers and happiness boosters. So you can get them naturally. And again, the top one is Zororo's one, exercise. You've got to get moving. I was moving, even though the camera was off. So you got to really keep moving. And then it says giving, right? To give, it's more blessed to give than to receive, but you give from a place of, overflow, as I said. And when you give, you benefit more than actually the receiver because it does something to your endorphins. And meditation, already we've seen that before. And then of course, some type of foods like dark chocolate, you don't have to overindulge once in a while, that's okay. And laughing, today we've had a really good time here. We've had a laugh, and a laugh is not illegal, Sometimes we all stern-faced as though, you're gonna get arrested if you have a good time, but no, it's not. It's loving to laugh. And I've got here, love is a more excellent way. There is nothing that can beat love. We've just had all this Valentine's. I think this week is the week of marriage. We're in the month of love. Agape, unconditional love. So a loving thought heals. A negative thought creates illness. And I think Mercy will agree with that. If you keep ruminating on negative stuff, when is this pandemic going to end? I think this week when I was doing my work, I was talking to a couple of people. I said, well, let's say it's not going to end in this until next year. So what are you going to do from now until next year is what perhaps become a bit more creative. So I think there was talk about creativity, art, dance, music, young people like Munashe being quite innovative and creative. It's a loving act. He is loving himself enough to know that he's not gonna, harass his parents for trainer money, especially in the lockdown. They've got more worries than, worrying about, how to please young people. So those are things that you can become more creative. There's a lot of inventions going on. It's not just loving yourself only, but you're also loving your neighbor if you're coming up with some wonderful, exciting innovation. So be creative and continue to love. And I think we're coming to my last slide. I don't know if this my YouTube link is playable on that side.
You can try.
Okay, yeah. It's been highlighted. So it's just a lovely.
Selling clothes that no longer fit.
Okay, yeah.
We can hear it, but we can't see anything.
Is it playing on my side or the other side? I don't think I pressed it. I could hear it, so you don't have to see it.
Is it audio?
No, it's actually a YouTube clip. So what if it's played? I think it will. That's it. That's okay.
I could speak with the tongues of men and angels, but if I don't have love, I'm just a clanging cymbal. I could have the faith to remove the mountains, but if I don't have love, then I have nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, love is humble all of the time, not easily angered, enduring the test. So never forget, love is the more excellent way. I could have the gift of prophecy, but if I Love is patient, love is kind, love is humble all of the time, not easily angered, enduring the test. So never forget, love is the more excellent way. I can throw my body into the flames, but if I don't have love, I don't have anything. I could give to the poor everything I own, but a heart without love is just a heart of stone. Love is patient, love is kind, love is humble all of the time, not easily angered, enduring the test. So never forget, love is the more excellent way.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So I think that's my talk concluded there. And I think there was something that I just wanted to highlight as well, that I think Munashe and Mercy spoke about, the rages. I think it says love is not easily angered. So you have to cultivate that spirit of love. Most of my work as a psychologist, psychotherapist, is really because people come to see me because they are lacking love some way, whether it's self-love or it's actually love from others. And that's all my job is, although it then manifests in different ways as depression, anxiety, stress, but it's all stemming from a place where maybe someone was not loved in a particular way. So love is very, very critical. And I think, you know, we can all attest to that. When we are loved and when we're self-loved, we flourish. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. That spirit of togetherness is amazing. You know, let's continue in the same spirit.
Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow, what an excellent way to actually wrap this all up. Love really is the answer. And that was a fantastic presentation as well, Sandra. We always appreciate your level of excellence, showing up all the time with so much knowledge to share, and you're a demonstration of the love that you're talking about. So we really, really do appreciate you.
And today I didn't get much love from Epi. She tells me what I've got to present. I think it was what time today? Because it changes my whole presentation. It changes my whole presentation at 4, and I'm thinking, hello.
But that is love, because you still showed up and you showed out. That is amazing. So
Thank you.
I
Thank
really
you for
love
this
the
platform.
Yeah, and even the fact that, you know, if we're considering this time that we're in right now with the pandemic, there's also movements or hate crime and things like Black Lives Matter. The answer to all that is love. We're all the same, and this is what we also encourage here at Step Up Youth, the diversity. We're not here to say we just stand for one particular nation, one particular skin color or race, but it's all races are equal. So we will get to that place of love the more that we do it, and that love really is the end goal. So to me, that was really, really amazing. I would love to hear some feedback from other people as well. So Mercy says, wonderful, wonderful, meaningful presentation, Dr. Sandra. You're a doctor now. Okay. Amazing. The Tapiwa says, amazing. Thank you, Sandra. Love conquers everything. Mercy says, powerful hearts. For love, it brings a cheer. Thank you. Referring to your slides. Amazing. Zoe says, I love the fact that you said self-love is something we should all focus on and how important it is. This is very true and very much needed. Cesar says, thank you, Sandra. It is always amazing to hear you speak. Love triumphs.
Thank you.
I'm curious.
Thank you. I feel the love actually tonight. It really is so much the Ubuntu. It's just an amazing concept of togetherness, of community. So let's keep it up.
Wonderful. I'm curious to hear from Patience, Juliet, Maitawo,
Melissa.
Melissa. Curious to hear about your thoughts.
Just to say it's been amazing, and I'm just loving this spirit of Ubuntu, and especially in this time that we're living, and really inspired by the young man. You know, we get a lot of our black young boys, there's so much negative stuff, and to get something positive is really great. So well done to him, and thanks to everybody.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Patience. Anyone else? I'm curious to know, have you enjoyed tonight, or did we just waste our time bringing all these fantastic acts together?
I'm just seeing Melissa's lovely background, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to see Melissa.
Melissa? You're wanted. You're on demand, girl.
And Cynthia and Juliet.
Cynthia says, I loved the variety of speakers.
Thank you, ma'am.
Brilliant. Thank you for that, Cynthia.
My towel, thank you.
Okay, if no one else is going, I would just like to say thank you all so much. We've had an amazing.
Sorry, can I say something? Sorry,
yes, please.
Sandra. I think Sandra, we need Sandra all the time, because you know the spirit. You know, like love is very important. And I've learned a lot from Sandra's presentation, and I just feel like I need to love more, and I need to love myself, and I need to love others. So I'm really moved by your presentation and all the quotes that you have put in. I'm really moved. I'm really moved. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Messi. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I also just want to say thank you, Sandra. That was really powerful. Especially, I'm actually, taking notes on the self-love thing. I also like the way you structured it, the way it starts with self-love, and then obviously, yes, you love your neighbor as well. But the main thing is we do need to care for ourselves really well. And I'm guilty when you were talking about not being just not sleeping well at night. I'm one of those things that, I'm one of those people whereby it's gone out the window. Because of the COVID thing. We're like, oh, we're in lockdown, and then it's just self-care is just gone out the window. So really, definitely, I am taking notes on that, and I am actually going to be applying that for myself. So thank you so much for that presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Melissa. That's a lovely contribution there as well. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much. It's been such an amazing, amazing evening. I've had so much fun. All the acts that came, we've had poetry, we've had dance, we've had presentations, we shook our bodies, and this has really been good for us too, to help us to de-stress as well. So we will be having more of this type of session where it's interactive, it's informal, and we can have a place to de-stress. Our next meeting is going to be on Friday, the 5th of March. So not the following Friday, but the Friday after. We do it every alternate Fridays, same time, 7 p.m. till 8:30. And also tomorrow, just to let you know that we are showing our act of love with some of our members, some of our staff members. Mercy is going to be here. We're going to be giving out food parcels in the community and just sharing whatever that we can, giving of our time, investing of our finances to be able to help make a difference in our community, especially around this time. There are a lot of people that are suffering that never expected themselves to be in this position where they can't pay their bills, they don't know where their next meal is coming from, they're on credit union, but it's not enough. So we're here to try and fill in that gap as best we can. So we'll be doing the food parcel distribution in collaboration with our partner organization, Junior Chamber International. And we're excited because we're going to make it a fun day for the young people who want to come and volunteer, but at the same time, we're teaching them to make a difference in the community. And as you heard from Munashe, and we're all inspired by him, this is where it all starts. We need to start within our families to teach our children, to teach our nieces and nephews. This is where the acts of love actually begin. So thank you all so much. We appreciate your time, your contributions. Be here again the Friday, the 5th of March, 2021, same time. All right.
Just one more quick one. I nearly forgot. Oh my dear. My beautiful niece Elsa, that was just so amazing. I suppose she's in bed now. I was just so humbled and honored to be sharing the same platform with her. Thank you so much, sister, for raising up such a wonderful young lady. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes.
She went to bed buzzing.
I can imagine.
Well, she's famous now in our eyes, and thank you so much for bringing her along, Cesar. That was amazing. I love the fact that she's just confident, coming on, playing her piano, doesn't even worry about anything. That was really, really entertaining. It's such pure talent. We'll continue following her.
Yeah, and if she says she's playing 10 instruments, that's her belief. So you stick to your 6, but please leave her be. Thank you. Right there.
See you. Bye, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
I loved it. There should be more of sessions like these to help us to connect in the diaspora. Great speakers, such amazing talent. Dalia, thank you for this amazing. My Tower says, will you share the link for us? Yes, I will share the link. Yeah.
No, I said
wonderful act of kindness. All the best for tomorrow. So thank you, everyone, and have a good night. I'll be in touch with each and every one of you, and love you lots.
And Coach
Thank
Mary,
you. Bye.
I missed your face today.